What is going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and no, this is not a drone, but it is still pretty freaking cool, and I'm going to tell you about it. It's the Pandora 3D. It's basically an arcade in a box. Stay tuned, and we'll dive into it. This thing is a lot of fun, and it's super easy to set up. We've got some ports on the back. You choose what video connector you want, plug it into power, plug it into a TV, and boom, you've got a ready-made arcade game. Took me a while to find it, so I'm going to point it out. We've got a volume dial on the back. There are speakers on the side. We have 8 buttons for each player, and actually you can connect USB remotes or gamepad joysticks to this. So if you want to play 4-player games, you can do that too. There are little buttons up here to start, pause, and to exit games. Super simple and easy to use as well. And I'll be honest, I've had a whole lot of fun playing with this thing. Actually, so have my kids. I mean, our games of choice have been pretty much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Simpsons, a little bit of Tetris here and there. But there are over 4,000 games to choose from. Now, I found some of the high resolution, like Nintendo 64 games weren't the best, like Mario Kart. I'm a big Mario Kart fan, but you can't just kind of push right. You gotta hold it, and it's, you know, the clicking just not made for games like that. So, you know, you can kind of go through the games that you want, create a list of some of your favorites, or you can even search by name, which is actually pretty easy to do. 16 gigs of RAM on the internal little computer here. It's basically like a Raspberry Pi-ish device. And you have 64 gigs of storage. Now you can actually add your own games to this, either connecting it through Wi-Fi. It's like $230 for this. So if you're not familiar in how to build one of these, I used to do that stuff in the past, but I was pretty excited to get my hands on one of these things that was already built. I've been going back and forth. Do I actually build a cabinet for this, or do I just kind of leave it on a shelf with a TV on the wall? That actually seems to be a pretty solid setup, and I've enjoyed doing that. Eventually, when I got my basement finished, we're going to find a dedicated place for this arcade machine. They send you with some extras, right? You get an extra blue and an extra red button. You know, I'm sure that these aren't the world's greatest buttons, but they certainly work just well enough for me. You get cables too. You get a VGA, an HDMI, even a USB cable, so you can connect all sorts of different stuff. Let's face it, arcade games are super fun, and it's really cool to kind of have an old retro style arcade setup. Perfect for basements or bars and things like that. I'm having a whole lot of fun with this. Like I've already said, my kids do as well. I'll find them playing this. And it's kind of neat to play games that aren't, you know, these super technical, complicated, playing 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit games on this, and it does a nice job of that. So yeah, so if you're interested, we've got links in the description down below, plus a code for, I think it's 14% off of $230-ish or so. So if you're looking for an arcade and you don't want to go through the hassle of the electronics, you got a TV hanging on the wall, this is a really nice setup. Or, you know, something you could easily build into a cabinet if you have time to do so. Maybe I will. Time will tell. Anyway, this thing's a lot of fun. And thanks for watching. I know this is a departure from our typical drones and cameras and stuff like that, but the thing was just super cool and I wanted to share it with you. So what do you think? Should I do more stuff like this? Is this something that interests you? Also, I don't review these a whole lot, so what else do you want to know about this? So thanks for watching. If you're new here, we do mostly drone content, and we give away a drone once a month. And if that's something that interests you, make sure you check out our Patreon and the video description down below. Anyway, good luck everyone, and happy flying, or playing.